Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Thanksgiving in October. Or September, I should say, not October yet. I'm pushing the calendar. And I use that term, Thanksgiving, in whatever month it is. Usually I get the month right, because it's English and classical. Classical in the green, English in the white. And this is always a battle because these kids know each other very well. Soccer players have maybe play AAU, play during the summer, play on club teams. They play other sports. They know each other very well. And this is the game of the year when it happens. Both teams are trying to stay unbeaten. English is 2-0-1, the tie coming in the Lynn City tournament. Lynn Classical is 4-0 under Coach Moreno. And they won a game yesterday against Winthrop 5-3, and those were the first 3 goals that they've given up this year. Isaiah Diaz in net for Classical had 3 straight shutouts. He's got 4 straight wins. Classical's 4-0. But he hadn't given up a goal the first 3 games. And on the other side, Jack Mancanello hadn't given up too many. He's undefeated at 2-0-1. He's only a freshman. 2 very good goaltenders here. Classical trying to get around. They dump it in. And here's Mancanello coming out, sliding, grabbing it, and throwing it upfield. Classical carries it back. Coach Moreno for Classical for the 2nd year in a row got the upper hand on his father, Moreno Sr., who was the coach of Lynn Tech. They played for 2nd straight year in the city tournament championship final. And Classical won it for the 2nd time. They pop it up. Mancanello makes the basket catch, and he'll kick it away. It was supposed to be a very busy day here at Manning Field. Tech boys were supposed to play after this game, but the coach, I don't know if it was Greater Lawrence or Neshoba, but whoever Tech was supposed to play, the coach had a family crisis, and they called off the game, and they're going to reschedule it. So there's no game after this, soccer-wise, but there's a football game at 7 o'clock, a rare Thursday night football game for the St. Mary's Spartans, opening up their season. Classical's controlling the ball a little bit, keeping it in the English end. Now they knock it out of play. Kerry King, the coach for English, one of the longtime coaches in the Northeastern Conference. Classical, they were contacted. Classical play went down, but they called it against Classical. English will get the free kick from just about midfield. Classical knocks it back deep the other way. English bangs it off. Zolo knocked it off the Classical player. And now they trying to give a little give and go, trying to get it back to Barrios. They knocked it out of play. Classical down the far side. Knocking it deep. Nobody there but white shirts. And they try to pass it up, and they threw it behind the intended receiver. Went out of play. Classical get the throw in down deep. Blocked by English. And English knocks it upfield. And it gets knocked out by a Malmongi of Classical. Coriolan throws it in. Tyler Duggan cleared it away. They clear it away again. Mancanello for English has touched the ball a couple of times. Diaz for Classical hasn't come close, and now Classical will get called for the takedown. And English will get another free kick. This one coming just inside Classical territory. Barrios knocked it deep. English got a piece of it, but couldn't control it. Just knocked it down, and Classical clears it away. Popped straight up in the air, headed away by Classical. Popped up. Barrios trying to pop it toward the net. Got a little too much foot in it. Duggan got taken down. The ball went out. English will get the kick. Hard to believe this is Classical's 5th game. If they win this, they'll be halfway to qualifying for the state tournament. And we just started the season. If they play 20, you have to win 10. In fact, they may be more than halfway. They may only play 18. And if they only play 18, they have to win 9. So today would be 5. They'd be more than halfway. English trying to not let them get there. That went off Classical's head. Quick throw in. And went off English. Mark loose. Classical with it. English back checks and takes it away. Classical steals it. They knock it deep. And English was going to let it go out of play. Now they bang it off Classical. They hit it off Gomez Godinez, I believe. Still just like a feeling out process. Neither team has really had what you'd call a shot on net. Mancanello handled a couple from long range. Diaz hasn't touched anything yet. Trying to knock it deep. English knocks it down. They call it out off Camarinos. They knock it to the middle. English got a foot on it. I think that was Espinoza, but couldn't get a lot on it. Got the left foot on it, just kind of tapped it. Diaz touches it for the first time with the save and kicks it away. Classical starting it back. Ixlas Tello knocks it deep. I don't know if they got their hand on it. They went up with their foot. Might have missed it. It might have come down and got them on their hand. Mancanello kicks it away quickly. Taken away by Ixlas Tello. Sandoval with it. Makes a nice little shift. Trying to walk in. Lead pass. Classical's offside. Down the near side was Prado Malmongi, and he got behind the defense before they made that pass. He was all by himself. but they blew the whistle for the offside. It's been a funny day. It's been sunny a little bit. It rained quite a bit early. Rain stopped. Got a little bit warm. Now it's cooled off a bit. English knocks it deep. Classical gets there first and knocks it out of play. English will get the throw in down deep. They knock it to the net. And it wound up, Diaz tried to catch it. He misplayed it. Looked like it hit down around the knee area. Deflected off him, out of play. English will get the first corner kick of the game. Coming from the far side. Everybody milling out in front. They hook it beyond the net, and it goes off a Classical head, and English will get the throw in down deep. I think it went off the head of Gomez Godinez. They got it in, but then they fanned on the kick, tried to get it to the net. Upfield. Zolo wouldn't let Sarmento get to the ball, but Classical winds up with it anyway. Coming down the far side. They double team Melmonji and took it away. And then Melmonji knocked it out of play. English knocks it to the middle of the field. Now they try to knock it deep, looking for a break. Down the far side. Hustle. They were going to let it go out of play. Good hustle by English, keeping it in play. They get a shot. Diaz scooped it up in front of the net. I think that was Lima with the shot. Now they blow the whistle. Contact against English. Classical going to get a free kick. Obviously, both teams want to win every game they play. But if you can't do that, if you have to choose one game to win, this is it, English and Classical. Two number 10s coming together. Lazo for English, Ixlaj-Tello for Classical. Ixlaj-Tello took it away. The shot, they blocked, I think it was Lima out in front. He couldn't get to the ball. Sailing by, it went wide, the shot. He was in front looking to get ahead on that shot. Now they knock it wide. Mancanello will play it on a hop. Melmonji threw that pass out in front. And they blocked, I believe it was Lima, so he couldn't get to the ball. He was going up, trying to get ahead on it, and the English defender stepped right in front of him, and it went harmlessly by the net. And now English has a throw in down deep, and it goes out again off Tyler Duggan. Coriolan knocked it out off Classical. Malmongi took it away, but he lost it out of play. Tried to go around the defense and pushed it too far. Barrios, and I have to say Andrick, and I hope that's right, or Andrick Barrios, because there's two of them. We also have Robin Barrios. Classical back at the English end. Knocking it deep, it skips past. Wide open net. English gets there and knocks it out. What a great play by Boswa. Mancanello came out. They drew it around him. They got the shot. It was going in the net. No question going in the net. Boswa made a great play. Came over defensively and just got over in time to knock it away and keep it out of the net. Great play by Obed Boswa. Terrific defensive play. Classical looked like they had the lead. English knocks it away. Classical keeps it in. Lima looking for it. Down deep, gets around the defense. But they said he went out of play. He didn't think he did. He got around the defender, but they said he stepped out of bounds to doing it. Mancanello kicks it away. Kept in by Classical. Banging going on. Lazo wrapping up with Gomez Gadina, as they call it, against Lazo of English. Classical will get the free kick. And Ixlash Tello will take it from just outside the 20-yard line at a little bit of an angle. English sets up that picket fence. They move it back a couple of feet. They slide it in front, tipped away. English gets there and knocks it out. And that was Zolo, I think, clearing it away. Classical with the throw-in. English clears it, and they cleared it upfield. They banged it off Lima. That hit Lima right around the head area. Thank God it hit him in the nose or the eye. Sliding coming out, Diaz. I think that was Boswa going deep, trying to get there before Cheer got there, and he might have. Great hustle by Boswa, who's the deep center fielder on defense. And Diaz had to come out and play it. English with the throw-in, right at the Classical bench. Classical knocks it deep. And Boswell collects and knocks it back the other way. Classical knocks it deep, looking for a break. Zolo wouldn't let Alvarez get to the ball. Mancanello got to it, sliced it off his foot, but he still gets it to Lazo. Classical takes it away. Morales looking to get it back. Broken up by English. They knocked the player down at the 15-yard line. And that was Gomez Godinez. And the free kick is going to come from the 15-yard line. And Brian Morales is going to take it. So another opportunity for Classical. This one a little closer. as we're halfway through and counting this first half. They lob it up, they get it by the picket fence, but they pulled it wide left. Lazo actually knocked it back the other way. Barrios got a head on it. Lazo again leaves it to the far side. And it gets knocked out by Zelaya. Haskell took it away, but they knocked it out of play doing it. And they call contact on Classical, so it's going to be a free kick for English. Just outside the 10-yard line from a tough angle. Lazo will take it. Everybody milling around. People trying to block the goaltender. Pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. And they blow the whistle again. And they're going to send one or two to the sideline. I guess it's just a warning. They were bumping and banging. And now, just as they did it, one of the Classical gives a little behind the back kick. And he's going to get a yellow card. He got caught by the official upfield. They broke up the two getting together. And as they did, Gomez Godinez getting out in front, trying to block the same player that would just get separated from one of the Classical players, gave a little behind the back kick. And the official upfield caught him and gave him a yellow card, and he has to go to the sideline. So a lot going on right there without anything happening. Didn't miss by much. It just sailed over the top crossbar to the near side, out of play. All that skirmish down in front of the net, nothing happened except a yellow card. Just over 17 minutes left in this first half. No score, English and Classical. They come back after the timeout. Diaz kicks it away. Headed by English. Picked off by Classical. Still with it. English takes it away and knocks it deep. We really haven't had a good scoring opportunity by either team. Neither goalie has had to be on his best game, and now we got a takedown. They didn't call it. Barrios got whacked by Zelaya. He went down hard. He got around Zelaya looking to go get the ball, and before he could get two steps by him, he got knocked down, but they didn't call it. Lazo's going to get called for grabbing and holding. He got a piece of Morales trying to pull him away to get that free kick that was coming from Diaz. Camarinos will take this one from just beyond his 30-yard line. He boots it high and deep, and it's going to sail out of play. So it rained during the day, sun very briefly It's been overcast and dark, and the breeze has picked up. Flags are blowing pretty good. So if you get that ball way up in the air, it's going to float a little bit. Duggan tried to knock it. English pushes it by, and Zalea wouldn't let Coriolan get it to it, and now Duggan knocks it away as Coriolan was looking for it again. We got a substitute for English. Knocked up in front by Regaldo. Lazo could have kicked that all the way across field. Lima knocked it away from Espinoza, and then Espinoza knocked it out. And the throwing goes out of bounds. English with the throw in. Klasko winds up with it. Trying to knock it deep. Blocked nicely by the defense. English again heads it away. Back to Solea. Lazo just ran into him and knocked him down. Camarinos will kick it away. Kicks that line drive. Klasko collects. English takes it away. Broken up nicely by Mariquin Soto defensively for Klasko. English picked it off, and it got knocked out by Kyle Chair or Shear. Klasko bangs it off. Klasko wound up out in front, and Zalea clears it away. Sandoval with a rush down the far side. And bounced off somebody's hand and all that commotion and passing. And English will get the free kick from the 30-yard line. Robin Barrios kicks it away. Lazo keeps it in. Lazo takes it away. They get it in the middle. And it's blocked and knocked away defensively by Mariquin Soto. English with it. They go down, and the free kick is going to come from in the end. It won't be a corner kick. It'll be a lot closer. But it'll be from a very tough angle. But English has got a shot here. Coming up on 10 minutes left in this first half. Scoreless, English and Klasko. Lazo will take the kick. That picket fence set up by Klasko is going to be pushed back a couple of feet. Tough angle, tough shot here. You can't put too much into it. It got tipped and went in the net. I think it went off a classical player. Out in front, Lazo gets him on the board. That was a tough shot. I thought he might try to pooch it, but he line drived it. And it went off a classical player, and Lazo gets the goal. So just slightly over 10 minutes left. English gets on the board first. Classical takedown at the 45-yard line. They're going to call it against Classical, I think. They ended the play, so I thought Classical was out in front, but with a little bit of an advantage. But back, they already blew the whistle, so it's going to be Classical getting the free kick. They get it all the way across field. Macario, and then it gets knocked out by English. Castro Macario will throw it in. And it goes out off Morales. And there's Morales just running into Lazo and knocking him down. And that gets a little conversation between Brian Morales and the official. He didn't even, there was no going for the ball. He just ran into the number 10 on the back of Lazo and knocked him down. Barrios will take the kick. Haskell knocks it deep. They get it by. Haskell looking for a break. And they called it, the official right there. Sarmiento with the break. Robin Barrios reaching for the ball. Sarmiento went down hard. The official just gave like a safe sign, like sliding into third base. He said safe. So no call. Bodies are going down. They're letting them play a little bit. Haskell will get the throw in after they make a substitution. English breaks it up, and they knock it deep, and it's going to go out of play. Haskell again with the throw in, just about at midfield. After we have a substitution for both teams. So English gets on the board with that less of a corner kick coming from almost 10 yards in the end zone at a tough angle, and Lazo whacked it, and it went off a Classical player out in front. And English has got the 1-0 lead. Zolea and Bruno Cabral both went up to get the ball, and Cabral quickly held his head and then went down hard, and let's hope he's going to be okay. Classical got a piece, try to clear it. English, they had a shot. Cabral was there with a shot, but it got blocked. Classical clears it away, and they got a rush. They push it ahead. Can't get the shot off. Camarinos has to give it all the way back. And they push it by Al Shabawi. English clears it away. Sandoval trying to get around the defense, still with it. Still with it, but they push him back towards midfield. Still controlling it. And a little too much one-on-one, I think, by Sandoval. They were lucky to get the ball knocked out by English. English knocks it deep. Mariquin Soto gets there first and gives it to Gomez Godinez. English took it away. Classical knocks it out. 5 minutes and counting left. In this first half, 1-0 English. They skip it past. Robin Barrios breaks it up and knocks it out. Out off English. English trying to clear it. Head it. Classical heads it back. Boswell bangs it off. Classical with the shot. It bounces wide of the net. Mancanello will grab it and hold on. Boswell knocks it away. Classical keeping it in. They knock it deep. Foot race. English looking to get there first. Diaz has to come out of the net. English would have got there first. They knock it deep, looking for a break. They slow him down. Nice defense. And they take it away. Good job by Barrios. It looked like Shablawi was going to walk in alone. And it was Andrik Barrios catching up and took it away and cleared it away. Good defense. Defense has really helped. Boswell made that big play before when the ball was going in the net. With Mancanello drawn out of the net, he knocked it away. And now Barrios makes a nice play. They knock it deep. Classical trying to control. English takes it away. Classical gets it back. Clear to the near side. Barrios takes down Shablawi. Free kick. Ixlas Tello will take it. out in front of the net. Canelo with a nice job. Cut right in front of everybody in the middle and picked it off in the air and threw it downfield. Gets it out of harm's way. We're well into the final 2 minutes and counting. And Canelo came out, but then he realized he didn't have to because the pass is going to be too far and go out of play. And Canelo will kick it away. Haskell boots it away. And it goes out of play. Not much time left in this first half. The goal by Lazo, the difference on a little shot corner kick from deep in the end zone from a tough angle. Lazo drilled it off a classical player into the net. Kicked out of play. Popped straight up in the air. Everybody going up to get a head on it. As they get a head on it, they blow the whistle to end the first half. So that one play back and forth, neither team really had too many chances. Boswell made a great defensive play. Canelo out of the net. They got the shot. It was going in the net. Boswell, the defender, came across and knocked it away. And then Adric Barrios blocked a breakaway by Shablawi. But then it was Lazo with the kick from deep in the end zone at a tough angle. Line drive it, hit off a classical player into the back of the net, and that's the difference. It's English 1, classical nothing at halftime. We're set to start the second half. 1-0 English on a goal by Chris Lazo. Classical really hasn't come close. They've the one time they came close, they had the goaltender out of the net, and the defensive player for English, Obed Boswa, made a great play coming over and stepping in front and becoming the goaltender when Canelo went out to try and make a save. Other than that, Classical has been in English territory quite a bit, but they haven't had that many scoring opportunities. And now Boswell's going to get there first and take it away from Gomez Godinez and knock it away. Both teams are trying to stay undefeated. English 2-0-1, Classical 4-0. Off to a great start. And we're going to get, and now we got a yellow card coming. Lazo is going to the sideline. Both teams have got a yellow card now. Mariquin Soto will take the free kick. High and deep, knocked away. Sandoval had it knocked away from behind. Zelaya heads it a long way. He got a head on that. Knocked it about 25 yards. And now the English player goes down, but gets up quickly. And we got a call against English for a takedown. Inadvertently, Hernandez with the trip. Gomez Godinez, he's not going to take it. It's going to be Mariquin Soto taking the kick from just inside the 20-yard line at a little bit of an angle. Everybody picking a partner. Gets it to the net. Looking to sneak it inside the near post. And Mancanello makes the save. And there's going to be a call against English. Well, Chuckwu took the player down, the free kick. It winds up getting to the net. Mancanello grabs it, holds on. Didn't bother kicking. He threw it to a defender who cleared it upfield. Banging going on. They blow the whistle for the contact. They're going to call it against English. Glasgow will get against Glasgow. English will get the free kick. Barrios will take it. Gets the loop, left foot into it, kicks it deep, headed away. That was Duggan, I believe, getting a head on it, and it goes out into the English bench area. Duggan heads it away again. They're calling it out off English. English takes it away. Knocking it deep. It skips past. Bodies go down. They clear it away. Sandoval gets it ahead. A little bit behind Gomez Godinez. Now Sandoval gets it back. Trying to cut to the middle. It goes off an English head. Sandoval got a head on it and pushed it toward the far post, but Mancanello makes the easy save. And he boots it high in the air. Glasgow winds up with it. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Nice save by Mancanello. Robles Sandoval was flying down that far side, trying to get to it first. Mancanello took it away. Headed away nicely by Marroquin Soto. Knocked deep, coming down the near side. Pass broken up. Another nice defensive play by Boswa. English keeps it in. Glasgow takes it away. And when he tried to make the pass, it deflected off a hand. Glasgow will get the free kick. Duggan will take it just inside midfield. Back checking takes it away. And Duggan knocks it into the English bench area. English knocking it deep. Broken up. That was Marroquin Soto breaking up that long pass. And now English coming back. They knock it deep down the far side, trying to tip it to the middle. And we got an undercut. Chukwu got undercut by Camarinos. They're both going for the ball. free kick coming from outside the 20-yard line. Here, everybody lining up in front of the net. Glasgow trying to pick a partner. English looking at. I'm not sure what the official's doing now. He's moving the picket fence back, as I call it, a few feet. They pop it up in front. It got loose. English couldn't get a piece of it. They were looking for the header. They missed it. Shot from long range. Couldn't get much on it. Deflected away. Regalado trying to line up the shot, but couldn't get a lot on it. Now a long lead pass. And before Alvarez can get there, Mancanello comes out and grabs it and holds on. English knocks it deep. Zelaya knocked it away. Glasgow collecting, trying to knock it deep. They knock it loose. Diaz just comes out and slides and gets it ahead of the English player. Chuck was looking to go get it. He had a step on the defense. Would have gone in alone. Good job by Diaz to come out and smother it. Glasgow tips it ahead, coming down the near side. Sandoval trying to center it. Went off an English head out in front. Blocked and knocked out by Boswa. I think it was Barrios out in front of the net to get a head on it and knock it away. Shot, blocked, never got to the net, into a maze of players. And now it's cleared away by Zolo. Glasgow lets it go out of play. He'll take the throw in. Bodies go down. Glasgow going to get the free kick. From the Glasgow 45. Duggan will take it. Line drives it. English knocks it back the other way. Nice little shift by Maniquin Soto. Pops it up. Glasgow is offside. Nice little touch pass. And they were trying to send Alvarez in. And the pass was out in front. But he was way out in front trying to collect the pass. And now we got an English player down. And that's Wachukwu, who's going to walk off. So that's a good sign. He's walking off into his own steam. Mancanello kicks it away. Glasgow trying to keep it in. They knock it out. English coming back. Down the far side. Pass in front. And they knock it home. They reached in and got a piece. I think it was Lazo again. That's a big goal for the Bulldogs. They pushed it in front, and he just got a foot on it before Mancanello came out and tried to knock it down. And I believe it was Lazo again, just getting a foot in and tipping it by. Now I'm looking. I didn't see him out there before, so he is out there. So I think it was him, Lazo. Long kick. Mancanello knocks it down. Holds on it for a while, waits for Glasgow to come and get it. And then he's going to finally pick it up and kick it away. He just enticed Gomez Godinez to come to him. And then he picked it up just as he got there. So a very big goal for the Bulldogs. And they're back at it, knocking it deep. Hustling back was Zalaire, and we got an English player down, way behind the play. Way back downfield, we got an English player down. It's like a mass unit here at Manning Field. People going down very quickly. Glasgow's 4-0. If they want to stay that way, they got to get a little giddy up in their step. We're coming up on 15 minutes into the second half, and England's just got a goal. I gave it to Lazo, but they're giving it to Lewis Aylman. 19, not 10. So I went with the official scorer. Soto trying to get around. Gets broken up by Regalado. Tip to the middle, and then Regalado knocks it away again. Headed away. Zalaire got a head on it, but it got tipped right to the English player, Korkpour. Soto broke it up, but Korkpour got it back. Lazo, behind the back, couldn't complete the pass. Got a piece of that. Pass broke it up. And now it gets knocked out by Gomez Godinez of Glasgow. Glasgow trying to head it away. English trying to keep it in. English takes it away. knocked out off the foot of Ampudia. And we got a little contact, little push. They get a little nudge as they went up in the air to try and get the ball away from Ampudia, and they made the contact. They called it. Kick coming from outside the 10-yard line. A little bit of an angle. Gomez Godinez with the kick. Mancanello with a nice play. He got blocked. That might have got him right in the midsection. He might have lost a little bit of air on that one. Roble Sandoval was right in front of him, kind of blocking his vision. And I think Mancanello made the save and he got it right in his midsection. But he's fine. But he might have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. English has it deep in the classical end, leading 2-0. Trying to squeeze through defenders, Classical takes it away. Blocked, Classical with a break. They throw it deep. Boswell comes over and cuts right in front. They almost sent Morales in alone. Boswell with another big defensive play. And we've got just under 22 minutes left to play in this one. English leading 2-0. We got a timeout down the field. Down deep. English is going to let it go out of play. Mancanello was going to go chase the ball, but they got a ball boy on the other side. They'll go get it and put a ball in play. Actually, there's another one right behind the net that's out of play that he could have grabbed. Kicked away. And he kicks it right into the Classical bench. Classical will get the throw in. English knocks it out again. And English knocks it out again, and they knock the Classical player down. That ball goes out over the fence, out beyond the stands on the other side. Out again. Classical with the throw-in. And we got a whistle, and now they're going to give, looks like a free kick to Classical after the contact. This one will come just outside the 15-yard line from a little bit of an angle. They lob it out in front. Classical got a head on it and knocked it over the net. They got what they wanted. They got out in front. I think it was Zalea who went up in the air, got a head on it, and got it up over the net instead of under the top crossbar. And I don't know what they're doing now. Zalea went up, got a head on it, knocked it out, turned around and ran back to play defense. I don't know if they just gave him a yellow card. I didn't see anything he did, but he's going to the bench. He was out in front. He got a head on the ball, knocked it up over the net, And what I saw, he turned around to run back upfield, but the official saw something I didn't see because he gave me a yellow card. No. So the only thing Classical is leading in right now is yellow cards. They got 2. English has got 1. And now we got all kinds of bodies going down. Three guys went down inside the 35-yard line. And they call it on Classical. I think this is Espinoza kicking it away. English down deep, getting around, trying to center it. Classical blocked it. English gets it back. Classical takes it away. Classical knocks it deep. Morales got broken up. He was the only one down here. English knocked it out. Classical with the quick throw. And they blow the whistle. That's going to save Classical because they threw it away. There was a sub before the throw in, so we'll have a do-over. Camarinos will throw it in. Past the halfway mark of this half. Classical's got to get one if they want to make the last few minutes interesting. English got the shot, and English got knocked down. Lazo got taken down as he got the shot off. Looking for a second goal. They're going to call it against Classical. And that's against Zalea, who came back in the game. He got the yellow card. They threw him out. Now he's back in the game, and he gets called for the takedown. The shot will come from the 10-yard line, a little bit of an angle. I believe it's going to be Barrios taking it. Now, do we just get another yellow card? Looks like Classical just got another yellow card. Somebody said something. The officials just threw the yellow card up. And Classical's going to have to make a substitution. You don't want to get these yellow cards because even if you qualify for the tournament, if you get a certain number of yellow cards, I don't know how many, you can't play in the tournament. They drill it off that picket fence. Never got to the net. Mariquin Soto clears it away. Robin Barrios gives it back to Mancanello, who drills it high and deep and into the Classical bench area. And we'll have substitutions for both teams. English takes it away. They knock it upfield. I think so. Backward bounce. Boswan knocks it deep. Classical takes it away. Classical coming down the middle. Get it to the near side. Trying to cut back to the middle. The shot. Good hard shot by Robles Sandoval. And Manganello made another nice save. Diving and smothering it. Stopping it from going into that far corner. And he boots it away. Those look easy because they're coming from a distance, but they're not. English takes it away, knocks it away behind the English bench area. 15 minutes and counting left in this one. 2-0 the Bulldogs. That second goal was huge. Haskell takes it away. Haskell took it away again, but they knocked it out of play. And we get a substitution for the Bulldogs. English has it where they want it, in the Classical end. But now Classical comes back the other way. English breaks it up, takes it back. Nice little shift. He get knocked away from Lima. Knocking it toward the net. Mariquin Soto got there and knocked it away before it got to Diaz. And Classical knocks it out again. Blocked by Classical. Out. English is going to get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. I don't know if anybody was even ready. They quickly kicked it shallow, and then they try to kick it again. They try to catch Classical by surprise, just kicking it halfway to the net and then trying to get it from there. But they kicked it. English saw Classical get a piece of it, knock it over the net. English almost really put this one away if it's not already. Broken up and taken away nicely by Robin Barrios. Nice defensive play. He just didn't block it. He took it away. Espinosa with the throw-in. We'll have a substitution first. The bragging rights on the line. The loser of this game, the best they can do is get a tie in the 2 games they'll play this year. The winner has a chance to sweep the series. So if you lose the first one, even if you win the second one, you can't really brag all that much because it's all you're doing is tying the series. Haskell's going to get a corner kick. They're hurrying. They need 2. Trying to get a giddy up in their step. Out in front. Headed off the crossbar. Blocked out in front. Shot goes wide. They're all over the place. They got a head on it. It hit the crossbar. It bounced around. It came out on the foot of Sandoval. He tried to get the shot, and he pulled it wide left. Classical all around the net that time trying to get it. And they just couldn't get it in the back of the net. They got what they wanted out in front on the corner kick, the header. It went off the middle of the top crossbar, dead center. And then it got deflected a couple of times. Sandoval had that point-blank shot, and he pulled it wide left. He had half the net to shoot at. English clears it away. Lazo with it. And Lazo gets taken down. He spent more time on the turf than standing up. 10 minutes and counting left in this one. 2-0 English. English with the free kick. They couldn't keep it in. Went off the body, bounced away before they could get it, skipped over the line. Popped up to the near side. Headed away, it's going to go out of play off Espinoza. Classical will get the throw in down deep. Knocked away again. This time by Rodolphe Joseph. Oscar trying to get to the net. They take the shot. It goes wide right off the foot of Morales. Substitutions for the Bulldogs. Haskell heads it back. Trying to control. English kicks it away. Broken up by the Bulldogs. Gomez Godin is taken down. Classical will get the free kick from inside the 35-yard line. Camarinos drills it. Put it right dead center of the net. Maybe a foot high, it might have gone in, but Mancanello was able to go up, grab it with two hands, and throw it away. Mariquin Soto took it away. Now he gets it back. Can't get around Boswa. Boswa's played really well back defensively. Popped up. Lazo tracking it down. Kicks it upfield. Knocking it deep. Mancanello got run into. Gomez Godinez. He's down. Mancanello's down. They collided going for the ball. We come back. English actually took a timeout because Mancanello was going to have to go to the sideline because he got knocked down. That was a collision with the goaltender and with Fernando Gomez Godinez, and they actually had to help Godinez off the field. He got hurt. He was down for a while. They helped him off, and as they was helping him off, the official gave him a red card, which means he's gone for the game, and I believe you may have to sit 2 games. I know it's at least 1. So adding insult to injury, he goes down. Literally insult to injury. And Mancanello got run into as well. And they were going to... It skipped by Duggan, and then it got waved at by English, trying to get a shot off. But they don't have another goaltender, English. So with Mancanello having to go to the bench because of an injury, they had to take a timeout. Headed by Classical, but they headed it the wrong way. English knocks it deep. Little behind the back pass, trying to walk in. Big save by Diaz. Outstanding. Little behind the back pass. They walked in point blank, and Diaz made a tremendous save. Corner kick coming up. Diaz makes another save. Robin Barrios knocks it deep. Classical knocks it out. I think it was Cabral that walked in with that point-blank shot that Diaz made the great save on. But the enemy now certainly is the clock for Classical. Coming up on 4 minutes left, they're 2 goals down. Their undefeated streak is in danger of going by the boards. They let it roll through to Diaz, and he just rolls it upfield, and Lazo was going to pick it off. They tipped it to Gomez Godinez. That's Roberto. Looking for a break. Lazo just couldn't get there. He tipped it. He got away from 2 defenders. He split both defenders going for the ball. Diaz did a great job coming out and getting it before Lazo could get to it. Classical knocks it out off the pressure by Ryan Lima. It's going to be a big win for the Bulldogs. It's always big when you win, but it's always even bigger when the win is against arch rival Classical. We get substitutions for both teams. Robin Barrios with the throw-in. Headed away by Classical. English takes it away. Classical takes it back. They're going deep, looking for a break. There's another big-time play by Boswa. They had a step on the defense. Boswa caught up and knocked it away. They gave the long lead pass. Askuplu, I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, was the guy that had a step looking for the long lead pass. Boswa caught up and knocked it away. And they call it against English, but it's academic now. There's only 2 minutes left. We're in the final 2 minutes. English, I guess you could say, springs the upset. Even though they were undefeated, they're 2-1, Classical 4-0. But it's going to be a very big win for Kerry King and his boys. Eagles should be content now to just keep it up the Classical end of the field, and that's where they have it. They lost it. English player got taken down. And they're going to get another free kick. I think Barrios is going to take it. It's going to be inside the 10-yard line for a little bit of a tough angle. Now Barrios is not going to take it. English sideline, the bench is now standing up. They're getting excited because they know this game is just about over. They kick it into the net. It went up over the head of the goaltender. Who'd you give it to? English celebrating, congratulating Jack Mancanello on a shutout. That last goal, Obed Bazwa took the kick and knocked it home. He had a tremendous game back playing defensively, let him take the free kick, and he knocked it home. And as English wins, the sun comes out here at Manning Field. It's been overcast and dark all day. And as English pulls the upset, a big win for Kerry King and his team. Classical gets a loss for the first time this season. They're going to go to 4-1. Kerry King is going to go to 3-0-1. And based on the records, you would think Classical had a little bit of an edge coming in, but English played them dead even. Classical didn't get many times. They had one chance, a penalty, a corner kick out in front. It got headed off the crossbar. It got deflected on a foot for Classical. They had an open net, and they shot it wide left and missed the net. English got a goal from Chris Lazo on a very short corner kick. It was actually inside the end zone, a lot closer than a corner kick. He tapped it, looked like it went off a Classical player. Lazo got credit for the goal. It was 1-0 at halftime. Lewis Aylman got credit for the goal to make it 2-0 that firstly put it away. And then Boswell with that free kick, perfectly placed, got it over the head of Diaz, had no chance. It went under the top crossbar into the net, and it wound up 3-0. English in a very big win. They stay unbeaten. They go to 3-0-1. Classical will suffer defeat for the first time. They go to 4-1. So English 3, Classical 0 in this Thanksgiving Day game, as I like to call it. English gets the first bragging rights. English 3, Classical 0. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.